man, here we are, man. So let's just do the roundup of the last 16 months. So we saw Messi get the F out of there. We saw Cristiano get the F out of there. Those two chumps have still not scored a goal in World Cup knockouts, but they're the goats. They're the goats. I get it. They're the goats. So yeah,
has Ronaldo not? I knew Messi hadn't. Has Ronaldo not scored?
Really that. Yeri Mina has more goals than both of them combined.
Has Ronaldo been in too many? Has he been in many knockouts?
Actually, yeah.
They got to the
2006. They got to the semis. 2010. I can't remember what. 2010. I can't remember what happened in 2010 and 2014.
To be fair to Ronaldo, 2006 he was a baby though, wasn't it?
I don't think Cristiano has ever been a baby. I think he was just born a man. He was born a man cut out of stone.
All right. So which game? I think we should all agree on this. Which game stood out for you the most in the?
I know I'm going to be the only one who's different. I think, and you know what? All right, I got it wrong. Fuck, you know, like it was like based on great information. It was like France have been shit.
The amount of people that have insulted you, but
I know it was like.
You know what? I remember sitting there and we both said, this is going to be France's come-out game. This is the game where they arrive on the tournament.
I was just basing it on what we've seen so far. Like, we've seen some really poor football from both. So I just thought it was going to be a stalemate. Lo and behold, it became my favourite game of the last 16. That game had everything, man. It was Mbappe showed he's the real deal.
Look, but shades of Mbappe. Nobody is like R9, but I saw shades of phenomenal. Like for that first goal, like basically the electricity and the excitement you had when you saw Mbappe in the ball, man. It reminded me of my boy.
When he was breezing away for people like that, I was like, I've seen this before.
No, do you know what? To be fair, I think it's more Henry like. I actually think that, because remember a lot of people said he's the new Henry. I think the comparison is legit. I think they're both tall, they're both amazingly quick, like they're both skillful, they can both finish.
But you know what it was?
Yeah, like they're both light skinned. Like there's a lot of comparison.
But Henry doesn't have his the kind of things he's trying to do.
No, I think he does. You're forgetting how good Henry was.
For France, no, for Arsenal, yes, but for France,
man. Remember in '98,
let's not blaspheme.
Henry scored 4 goals in that year, and he was only a kid then himself.
But I get what you're saying about the Ronaldo in terms of there's that particular run where he just charged through the middle.
Yeah.
That was a powerful run. That was a Ronaldo run.
Like Holland '98.
I mean, Henry had a little bit more grace in the way he ran. Ronaldo was power.
Oh yeah, because Mbappe's a bit like,
he's there's no ones you think, why this guy's feet ain't touching the floors?
You know, what's that little you in Incredibles?
He's like this. Man's feet ain't even moving.
So do you think this was a...
Otamendi there with the acne thing. Thinking of ways to stop him, man. I got dynamite and taking it.
Jumping off the cliff. I always feel sorry for Wile E. Coyote. You know, I think he only caught him once. There's one episode.
Was that the last ever?
That's the funniest thing you've ever said to me about. This is how you know Wile E. Coyote was a black man. No one chases chicken that long.
Straight. Every other racer would be like, "I fuck this man. I have some beef, man." He was like, "No, I want that chicken."
Okay. So do you think this was a changing of the guard of out with Messi, in with Mbappe, or this was just like because again, guys are saying that Messi, this is his last World Cup. We wouldn't really see him for years ago. So is this out with Messi and the intro of a new era for Mbappe?
I think on the world stage, international football, yes, I would say yes, it is, because I can see Messi quite easily giving up international football in the next year or so.
No, I think he'll give up straight away.
I think he won't be playing.
They forced him to come back anyway.
Yeah.
His heart ain't in it.
So I think, it's a new era for new players to come through. So your Mbappe's and whoever else. So yeah, I'd agree with that.
So what about you? So you think that?
On the international stage, I agree with you guys. I think Ronaldo will probably do another Euros. I'd be very surprised if he does another World Cup. Maybe Messi might do a copper to try one last time. But I think in his heart, he kind of knows Argentina are a mess. And I feel like there's no point. He'll prolong his playing career by a year or two if he gives up international football, as people like Giggs and Scholes have proved. When you give up international football, you can play a bit longer for your club. So yeah, I think he'll probably move on now. So I'll definitely say Mbappe. Dembele ain't played much. I think Dembele's as talented as Mbappe.
Oh no. Nah.
I think
he's talented.
Everyone's got Mbappe in their mind because of what he just done. Listen, man, Dembele, man, that kid. Go back to that Dortmund season before he got the injury, man.
No, he was good, but like I think Mbappe is different. Like he's a different kind of player.
He's more of a goal scorer, right? He's more of a goal scorer than Dembele.
Well, I want to just mention before we move on to another game, the 2 goals, Di Maria and Pavard.
It was like goal of the game. Oh my God, no, that's goal of the game.
Pavard's goal
of the tournament, easily.
Because that was basically Nacho's goal.
It was this
times 5.
But no, listen, he hit it fully like this.
The technique on that, that goal should go in an art gallery.
Ridiculous.
Like people should pay money to go see that goal on a screen in an art gallery.
Have you seen it from the reverse angle?
Yeah. It was beautiful. It was absolutely.
But if anyhow the goalkeeper would have saved that, I'd have punched him up.
100%.
Like, you don't save that. You've just ruined that.
Yeah. Just leave it. Let it be
a perfect moment.
Get its book of records. Let's just put that in there. Just get there.
What a goal.
So let's move to Cristiano. So he came out. He was smiling, showing off because he obviously held that Argentina went out, puffing his cheeks. I think he basically rolled up his shorts like this.
Wow, do you see the muscles?
To take the...
I'm gonna be real with you. I was watching the game with my missus at that moment, and she was like, "What's he doing?" And I was like, "Attention seeking for people like you." She was like, "Well, he has got nice legs." I was like,
"There we go."
But like, because I got venom. I got venom for Ronaldo, so it's like, what? Can you stop watching the game? Stop watching the game. But to be fair, I think a lot of us have said this before, and I've definitely said this. The reason why Messi will always be better than Ronaldo for me is he's more involved in the game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Ronaldo, when he was at Man United, he got involved in the game a lot. I'll say that, and maybe early Madrid. But now he's just a goal scorer. That's all he is. And don't get me wrong, he's a fucking good goal scorer.
Very good.
But if you don't get the service to him, he actually becomes a passenger. And I think in that game, Uruguay made him a passenger. He pretty much was just limited to trying to come deep and have 40-yard shots that had no chance.
No, because it's a point they make, because like in Real Madrid, he's dependent on the service he gets from Modric, from Isco,
from world-class ballers, just constantly.
So if you just give him the ball to feet, there's very much little, because he can't dribble, he isn't graceful on his feet, and against a tough Uruguayan defense, they're going to pretty much shut him down. And also, again, I'm not hating on the dude. Okay, great free kick against Spain. How many times has this guy hit the wall from a free kick?
No, his free kick take is terrible.
Terrible. Free kicks are when they fly in, they look spectacular. But he gets that one in every 50 or something.
Because the one against Spain, he changed his technique. He doesn't usually do that technique. Usually he does that flat, try to... But this time he actually took a more traditional free kick against Spain and scored. So why don't you do that all the time?
I don't know if you lot have ever noticed, but he will always move the ball further back. You know, some people try and gain a yard. He always moves it back because he knows the way he hits it, he needs to be far away. So I think that's why he changed his angle for that one, because he was kind of right near the edge of the box.
So let's talk about
Uruguay, man.
Edinson, man.
Edinson, he turned up, but that injury looks, I don't know how bad it was.
No, I don't think he'll play, you know.
Oh, no, he's out. They say he's out for Friday. But he's definitely not starting, whether he's on the bench or not, but he's definitely not starting for Friday.
Which is a major blow.
Look, man, 2 great goals.
Turned up.
Oh no,
that 1-2 was
the first goal. I think that's the best 1-2 we'll ever see in the history of football.
What, the first goal?
That was phenomenal.
I don't know, man. We done a couple of those, bro. That goal against Norwich. But them 1-2s were special.
This was a 50-yard 1-2, bro. This was a spectacular 1-2, man.
Oh no, it was
Jack Wilshere.
And the header. What a header!
Oh, no, but it actually hits his chest. But still,
didn't it hit like the side?
No, I think it was because he was like this. I just struck his chest. But
I thought it was
whatever it was.
So he said it with his chest.
Yeah.
Say it with your chest.
If he said it with his chest, that's even better, bro.
He said it with his chest.
I thought it hit like his cheek.
No, that's finish, man, with the side of his foot, first time. Like, but Cavani will only give you one of those games. So
I've got to be honest, I shouted, "Don't shoot." Because I know Cavani, and that's the PSG Cavani that misses so many chances when they go out.
How many has he got? 3? Is that his 3 goals in the tournament, or is it 4?
No,
I think that was 2.
3.
Did he score?
He scored in the groups. Yeah, I think he's on 3.
He might have 3 actually. Yeah, Cavani might have 3.
Okay.
I thought it was Suarez with a free kick. I know.
No, he scored in the groups. I know he scored in the groups.
Yeah, I think he scored against Russia. I think he scored against Russia.
Yeah.
So,
okay, so he is chasing. That's an even bigger blow for him, chasing the leading boot then.
So let's move into Brazil against Mexico.
Yeah.
So now
the only game that had no other outcome.
No.
I think all the other games it was a bit.
But everybody has been beefing about Neymar, man. What's your take on this whole Neymar thing?
I just read today that he spent in this tournament 14 minutes on the floor.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of time.
I think that See, I watch Neymar a lot, and I know he does roll around a bit, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to be biased because he's my boy. But I've never seen him be like he is at the moment.
You know, this is crazy.
I think he's frustrated because he's not fit enough. I feel like
no. See, I would have agreed with you before.
You can still see he's a bit rusty. His touch is a bit
I think
off.
in that Mexico game, I think he is match fit now. In the group C, I think as of right now, this is Neymar fully sharp. I think what it is that he knows that everybody doesn't like him doing this. He knows that he's pissing everybody off, and he's just playing the role of the villain.
You know what? It could be. It could very well be that he's doing it as a way of disrupting the other team. Because when you see someone doing that, you're getting frustrated. If you look at this idiot trying to get his book, and you're getting frustrated, and you actually want to kick him.
Yeah.
So if he's doing it for that reason,
that guy should have actually got a red. It wasn't a really bad.
What, the one who tapped his foot?
Nah.
Oh yeah, Layun.
It didn't hurt him.
Bro, come on.
But they spoke to the ref afterwards. I can't remember the guy's name, the one who's like in the studio, and he said in the rule book, because it's deliberate what he did, it's a red regardless of how reckless it is.
True,
so like he should have been like he tried to hurt Neymar.
It's like if you it's like Cristiano, like if you raise your hand. Even if you didn't do anything, as soon as you raise your hand, boom, that's like a straight red.
If you do it on purpose. And he deliberately stood on his foot. How much it hurt him, it's obvious it didn't hurt him the way he was rolling about. But the guy did it on purpose. So the winding up tactics are working because he should have been sent off.
But, you know, to be fair, if we talk about the actual football and that, Brazil scored some good goals in there.
Brazil have been playing well. I think Brazil have been the most consistent team, I would say.
Yeah, no. I think, they are definitely getting to a point. I think basically they've played the best football in this World Cup. Definitely, they have.
On and off. I think they're up there consistently.
They, as we'll get to Japan, they play some very good football.
Yes.
Belgium.
We can't really talk about the England game because that was like a friendly.
Oh yeah.
No. But we'll get on there.
Brazil are one of the teams that have played.
All right. Okay. So next game. So is it? I think it was Belgium. Yeah. So Belgium, Japan.
Yeah, Belgium, Japan.
The game of the tournament. Quality game. And I want to just reiterate because when I did, I think even it was you as well, like basically when I did my post-match of Japan-Senegal, I said, man, Japan with the better team. And guys said, oh no, Senegal played pretty well. I said, no, Japan with the better team. And when we did our roundup video of the group stages, I said the team that surprised me the most was Japan.
Yeah.
They're the team that really surprised me the most as to like, I didn't think that they would play this well with such poor preparation. And Japan in that game, man, the pass accuracy was incredible.
It was. And they were moving the Belgian players out of position. They were taking their time, moving them out of position, and then there's hitting, like especially on the right-hand side, where Carrasco's he's not a left wing back. We all know that. So they used that, and their right back was just raiding the right-hand side for fun. And that guy's got an engine. And their work rate is ridiculous. I said in the previews, if they outwork Belgium, they might have a chance. But I didn't think they were going to do that.
I mean,
that was
it's
ridiculous.
not surprising because Japanese people are very, very good when it comes to detail, regardless what it is. Do you know what I mean? Anything. So it doesn't surprise me that football is also that detailed.
But as come on, we've seen so many World Cups, but they've never really reached this kind of level. Like they've never really been.
Remember the Nakamura and the Carter those days? They were balling out.
They didn't play as well as this.
I think what it is now, the players they've got now, they've got a better core of players all around Europe.
Yeah.
So if you look at their team, they're in like decent teams in the German league, decent teams in England, decent teams in La Liga.
Just signed for Real Betis.
Yeah, but he was already in La Liga. He was in Eibar, who didn't they beat Barcelona this season or Real Madrid? They beat one of them. You know what I mean? So like they're scattered around really good teams and really good leagues. So maybe we shouldn't have been as shocked as we were. But
so I mean, Belgium, did this give you more hope as to Martinez? Two of his subs, man. Yeah, they're both of his subs. Let's be real.
You got it right.
You know what?
Both of his subs. Let's be real.
No. I'm not gonna see. I don't have the hate for Martinez that Devo does, but I think it was a little bit of circumstance. I think the Japanese guys slightly tired in the last 5 or 10 minutes. I think the goal, you can't offer a Jamie a goal in your life.
The goalkeeper.
You can't, and the goalkeeper is the only bad part of the whole team.
Brick.
And I think there was just a little bit of naivety. Japan trying to score in the last second rather than just going to extra time and keeping it. Some people say you can't bottle it by trying to win it by a thingy, but then I'll be like, but look, they put so many people up, they got caught on the break, and that's how they lost. So it's a bit, but I don't think Belgium were the better team in this game. I just think they won. I think Japan were the better team.
I think that's why I enjoyed the game so much, because the first half didn't have that much action, but it was intriguing, the tactical battle, the way that Japan were moving Belgium around. And Belgium didn't know what to do. They didn't really know what to do, and Japan were just on top of things in terms of just controlling possession, controlling where Belgium were allowed to go. 3 men on Hazard every time he had the ball. The second half, they hit him like 2 goals back. And as you said, maybe they scored too early. Maybe they didn't know what to do with the 2-goal lead.
That's the thing.
But then Fellaini came on and
no. But you know,
I
thought that tactically, it was the right plan, because if they had sat deep, because I was even saying to my Japanese friend that I liked what they did when they were 2-0 up. They were still pressing up high and they were looking for the other goal, because again, attack is the best form of defense. What was the mistake? It was just a goalkeeping mistake that just really just brought their mentality down.
As soon as that first goal went in, you could see.
Yeah, they were like, fuck. Kawashima, what the hell?
I wonder if he got rushed.
No, they're too polite to rush him.
Did you see the dressing room, man? Speak and plan.
Yeah, man.
You know, so there's Japanese.
But I just want to shout out the 2 centre backs for Japan, for Yoshida and
Hasebe.
Shoji. Those 2 had Lukaku on lock. They were solid. And some of the blocks they were putting in.
I bet every time Yoshida walked past me, like I don't know you. Like we're not playing the same league every week. I know you. Do you know what I mean? Because he just had him. Lukaku couldn't shake him, man. He played well.
They played very well, those 2.
Okay, so now
Russia-Spain, we forgot. Russia versus Spain.
Russia-Spain.
How did we forget that?
Because we don't want to remember.
Biggest shock of the tournament.
That's my sweepstakes gone.
Look. Although I did tell you, look, man, I said, listen.
Yeah, you did.
Russia, I'm telling you, man, Spain look vulnerable.
No, but Spain only have themselves to blame, because did you really think you were going to pass your way to another bloody World Cup?
Not when they don't have the few players like the peak Iniesta, Xavi, and even Puyol at the back.
Xabi Alonso.
There's a few.
I do think it's the striking option. That Diego Costa is a good striker, but everyone said before, not everyone. A few people said before the tournament,
he doesn't fit.
Yeah, you guys said it, and I said, if you could get in the system, get in the service, but
okay, but
phenomenal striker don't suit the system.
But
remember the goal he scored against Portugal was him.
That's
what I was alone.
But look at how that goal came through. Route 1.
Yeah.
It's like for Spain, just hit a long ball. Yeah. But it's like pass. Just hit a bloody Route 1 to Diego Costa.
Back in the day, they actually used to play Route 1 football every now and again, because they had Torres and they had Villa, who used to make those runs in behind. So they pass you to death, but then every now and again they'll just look up and play that long
You know what, I'll say this, like people may disagree with me. I feel probably I think Spain's best team that I've seen was the 2002 team. Like for me, the way that they played, the players that they had, I thought that team was more exciting to watch than this whole tiki-taka.
Tiki-taka can get boring after a while. Yeah, I mean, it's nice to keep the ball in that.
Tiki-taka is only good if it has penetration.
Yeah.
Like Barcelona did back in the day. They had the tiki-taka and then they had the penetration.
Yeah.
You can't have tiki-taka and no penetration. It doesn't work. The team literally just watch you like it's a tennis match. And they say, well, you ain't going to do nothing.
Yes. We're just going to stand here, and once you come in, we're just going to squeeze up on the defense.
It's like when someone's pretending to punch you and you flinch. That's what Spain do.
We're
gonna punch you like, oh, you ain't doing that.
Okay. So Russia, do you think that these guys can go all the way? The power of the host nation.
Again, I'm telling you, man, you cannot count out the home nation.
Nah.
Let's not. I mean, a lot of people have said that they think I was wrong when I said that Spain should have had a penalty, because I think if it wasn't one, it was both being pulled in the box. People have said they were pulling as well.
Get that.
No, I'm saying
Putin would have not let none of them out of the stadium.
Putin and the man that was sitting in the VR room.
They're
the family on lock.
You know what I'm saying?
Speak to your son. Are you sure?
So if you want to beat Russia, I feel like you have to beat Russia convincingly. You've got to just score goals where nothing can be said was wrong with that goal, and get 2 or 3 goals up before the 80th minute.
Okay, so now we now have Croatia against Denmark. Now look, man,
boring game of the knockout of the last 16.
It was boring up until extra time. And then extra time,
Basically, first 5 minutes was crazy. Like, I think there were like 2 goals in the first 5 minutes.
2 goals in the first 5 minutes.
That was why it was the most boring. You can't give me that in the first 3 minutes and then give me fuck all until penalties.
And they were both shit goals. Long throw, bubbling around, man tucks it, goalkeeper should save it.
I mean, the Mandzukic finish was still nice, but still, it was like
he should have defended. He didn't need to do that. He missed it, kicked it against his own foot.
But my thing is, what's it called? This is why a lot of Croatians tell me that they never play well when they're favourites. They only play well when they're underdogs. Like, they were sort of underdogs against Argentina. They bloody castrated those dudes. But it's like whenever they're the favorites, they just never play well. Because Croatia should have really handled Denmark, but Denmark really made it hard for them.
Denmark were the better team. Denmark
yes,
was a better team.
Yes,
yeah, they were the better team.
Over 120 minutes, they were.
They were the better team.
I mean, Denmark were the only common factor in 2 shit games in this tournament.
Yeah.
So it's kind of got to be them, I guess. We could. Maybe it's the way they play.
Their playing style.
Watch this.
Listen, there's no disrespect.
No, I mean, their playing style, it doesn't favour itself for sexy football. That's not how they play.
No. It's just very efficient, work hard. You know,
Ericsson is
eat your Danish pastries, all that shit.
Yeah, Ericsson is
I love it, Apple.
You know, he's man. I had one earlier. That shit's amazing.
Shout
out Greggs.
The shops are closed. I can't get one.
But Ericsson is the one spark, the real creative guy.
Yeah.
He hasn't he didn't find a way of getting into the game.
Yeah, like he didn't really
he's used to having pure ballers around him.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, Kane and Son must be a number 10's dream. Do you know what I mean?
But now let's talk about the Modric thing. First of all, superb through ball.
That's the only bit of quality they had in the whole game where he struggled to get in
amazing.
The game.
Like first time, boom, found him.
Yeah, that pass.
And also, like basically, Jorgensen, that was like his cannibal moment from 2010.
I had to make a change.
You had to make that tackle. Because imagine if he leaves that, you're out. You don't have a chance. So he made that tackle.
Yeah. But Rebic is very lucky because his feet weren't working. He went around smoking and he just his feet just...
Yeah.
He's like, oh shit, I'm about to score. This is a big goal.
Yeah.
And then Jorgensen took his hand like, thank you, because I was about to fuck that up.
He should have shot way earlier.
Yeah. No, because for instance, wait, are you really going to miss like an open goal? And then he just saw, yeah. I'm like, fuck.
So are we not doubting Modric because he's a super baller, super player? But are we saying that maybe he's not as big game as we thought, missing that penalty?
No, I think he was shattered.
Do you think
he was tired?
Yeah. It was like the 108th.
Yeah, shouldn't have got someone else to take it then?
No. It's your captain. You have to take it.
Captain. But you could tell by the way he was walking up to the ball. Shattered.
Yeah, he didn't look. He either looked worried or nervous when he was coming up to take it.
No. But I think he was definitely nervous. But I think he was definitely tired. Was the biggest thing. But look, man, it takes balls to then go up and take another penalty again, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And also that penalty shootout, man. Now,
Kasper Schmeichel.
Was it crap penalties or amazing keeping?
I think the penalties were great.
I think it's a bit of both.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of both.
Because Kasper Schmeichel was not huge.
Kasper Schmeichel turned up, and you know what? It weren't just the saves. It was the way that when the extra time finished and he went over to the players, he was G'ing everyone up.
Yeah, it was big.
He became like a massive leader.
And also Papa Schmeichel was there in there.
That's Peter. I've seen that before. That's Peter. So yeah, it was Kasper Schmeichel. That was like a massive moment for him. And I was like, well done, Kasper, man. You know what I mean? You made some really big saves.
Might get himself a move.
Well, apparently that's the rumor.
No. Like that's like your coming on moments. Like after that, you can't play for Leicester City. No offense, man. But like after you do that at a World Cup, you save 3 penalties, 1 in normal time. Your score rises.
He's a good goalie.
He's a good keeper.
I heard a stat something about 70-odd penalties in his face. He saved over 20 of them, which is a pretty good ratio.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that makes you a good penalty saver.
But you know the way that he was shouting in man's face when they put down the ball, and he's like getting in his head. I was like, wow, this is like some Viking thing. I mean, him and Subasic, both of them, just like it's just added to the drama. These guys wanted to win so bad, they were getting in man's head. Yeah, usually they just put the ball down. The goalkeeper's like. I mean, these are in their face.
But also, Subasic, he also made some very good saves as well.
Yeah.
He made some key saves. And like Rakitic, man, all that pressure, cool.
Because him and Modric missed their penalties in the last shootout.
Yeah. Because they
they were babies.
Yeah.
But they did so, like, you know what I mean? But
actually, how old were they back then? They must have been like 21 or 22.
Yeah, they were
because that was 2008.
They were young.
10 years ago, yeah.
But I knew when Rakitic stepped up, it was done.
Yeah.
I did.
I was still like, because
I knew
there had been so many misses that I was like, look, who knows what else could happen?
I knew Rakitic.
I knew Rakitic was
very
going
composed.
Not of all the doo-doo that game gave out, I knew that was going to be a bit of quality.
I just hope now Croatia aren't too shattered.
I think you were right. I think they peaked too early. I think that game, the awkwardness of Denmark may have played a part, but they didn't look convincing in that game at all. But I think they might get taken apart.
No, I think they'll find more spaces against Russia than they did against Denmark.
For sure.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to be able to handle what Russia's bringing.
Yeah. The threat of no longer existing as a country.
Let's just quickly round up the whole thing. So, Sweden, Switzerland.
Sweden won, innit?
Look, Zlatan, get the hell out of here. Yeah. Zlatan, I said this from the start, man. I said that to Ibra. isn't needed in this whole. And you said, well, Ibra, I said no. Get Ibra the hell out of this
How
team.
many goals have they conceded in this game? It can't be.
I think it's only
2.
Germany.
Yeah,
That's the only game
2.
they conceded.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, because they've been defending well.
Yeah, they beat South Korea 1-0. They beat Mexico 3-0.
Yeah, they've only conceded.
Do you know what? To be fair to Switzerland, I think they were in no way the worst team in this game. I just think it was one lucky goal, and it kind of summed the game up.
Really. I do think Switzerland's problem is always going forward.
Yeah.
Always going to be
like Shaqiri is your only dude, but they needed a playmaker. Without a playmaker against one of the best defensive sides.
And Granit Xhaka's shit in it. So
it's a shame Lewandowski isn't Swiss, because I think their system would suit him way more than the Polish system.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, if they had to do it like that. Okay, so.
What other games is there? What other games? Oh yeah, of course. It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming. I'm fully honest.
Listen,
fully on this England team.
I'm going to be real with you.
Now that we're there,
I've always backed England, but as everyone knows, Brazil and Senegal were also the teams I wanted to do well. But in that England game, the more the game went in, the more the English started to roar inside me. The more the Colombians were cheating. The more the rage was hitting me. I actually felt like I was watching Liverpool. Like my levels of emotion got to the point where I actually screamed so loud I woke the dog up. Everything when that goal went in the equaliser. It was like, for fuck's sake!
Look, man, clutch. You remain a clutch, man.
That dude is a beast.
Clutch.
1 in 10.
He is a beast.
He's a centre back with a 1 in 10 goal scoring record. That's
crazy.
Before we get into that bit, I just need to say, Jordan fucking Pickford. What a save!
Save it.
I missed the save because I only saw it on Twitter because I missed it when it happened.
Jesus.
There's no way we'll see a better save because that was goal of the tournament.
So pissed.
That would have been goal of the tournament.
Do you know how far he banged that? That was like 35, 40 yards.
Banged
that from
That was
far.
about to be goal of the tournament, but Pickford said, "I'm gonna make the save of the tournament."
Brother, his footwork to save that was unbelievable because he's not the tallest.
Yeah.
For him to get across and tip that, bruv, that was so top pocket. It couldn't be no more top pocket.
And listen, man, hero in the shootout.
Yeah.
Hero in the
that was a great save as well.
So is Henderson still better than Pogba after missing that penalty?
He might be better kick up.
Missing a penalty.
Better kick up.
Listen,
can I ask you?
Because I thought of you when he missed that penalty.
When you saw him coming with the kick ups, did you think, oh, don't do that?
Not with the kick ups. I just said to myself, I turned to my brother and I said, you know he's gonna miss that so everyone can have a go at Liverpool. You know, innit? Like it was. I remember Carragher did the same. It's like I don't want no Liverpool players taking penalties for things. But you know what? And I'm not just saying this because
it was a great
save.
Very
good save.
It was a very good penalty and a very good save.
Great save.
Bottom right, he had it.
If you hit it like Dyer did and you get it saved, you turn around and go, that was a shit penalty.
Yeah.
Henderson hit that well, and it was a very good save.
He should have saved Dyer's one as well. He got his hand to it. He should have saved it.
Do you know what?
I
think he was put off by Dyer's one being shit. Like I think he was ready because Dyer's passed it.
He's got a weak hand.
So do you think that first time England have ever won a World Cup penalty shootout? Do you think this is one of those World Cups where they could actually go all the way?
Well, they overcame it against Spain in the Euros and then still didn't go through. So I don't know if we can just say we won a penalty shootout, it's coming home. But it was a big step. It was a big step, man, because I thought when Henderson missed, I thought, here we go again. A game we should have won. There's no way they should have equalised. And then, man, we did it, man.
But you know what?
We did it, finally.
I was saying to someone today, for me, the reason why, because before, I'm going to be honest, I didn't really give a shit about England before this happened. I really didn't. But what's brought me around is Southgate. Southgate has won me over.
Man.
I'm not gonna lie, I've always loved him, man.
I wanted him to be the England manager, but I'm saying the way he's handled himself, the way he's handled the media, the way he's handled the squad, the things he's saying, like he's got me believing. I'm like, yeah, go on, Gareth, yeah, fuck them. You know what I mean? I'd fucking run him a bath. You know what I mean? I'm like, come on, Gareth, man, you look tired, man. Come on. You know what I mean?
And the fact that he dislocated his shoulder and he's firming it. Like a G.
Done. Salah was balling.
Like nothing happened. It's like
no. But I think like just what he went through in Euro '96, like to see his celebration and the relief he had when he came through it, I think that was definitely huge. And also, can I just say one thing as well? Harry Kane, great that he's got 6 goals. I believe easily he's going to get the golden boot.
Yeah.
3 penalties and a deflection. Relax.
Yeah. Don't hide.
That's what I'm saying.
He has
been in the right place at the right time.
He's packing these penalties.
It's true.
He's packing them like a cashier. Like bang. Just one thing I want to ask you before we finish.
Yeah.
Am I being too harsh when I say that Lingard and Vardy are pussies for making all defenders and defensive players take penalties before
Vardy had a groin strain apparently.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Because as the attacking players, I just feel like you should have more responsibility to take a penalty than centre-backs.
Eric Dyer does take free kicks and stuff like that sometimes.
Oh, no, for me, like, not necessarily like, look, there's some...
And if Lingard was knackered, he's been 90, like, well,
because the whole thing is about, first of all, can he take a penalty, and also what's your state of mind?
Vardy can take penalties.
No, Vardy takes them all the time, but he had a
groin state of mind.
I didn't know that, because I was just thinking Vardy and Lingard, but especially Vardy, sitting there, making people like Henderson, like Dyer. It's like, you take one, bruv. Like, you're a striker.
Because I said that when he was coming out, I was like, Vardy's the fifth one, just assuming Vardy, and I was like, Eric Dyer, on my video, I was like, Eric Dyer, what the fuck? I was like, oh, we've lost.
I forgot Dyer can take free kicks though. I did forget he can take them. So.
All right, man. So round of 16, quality things. So obviously, so we're all gonna say game of the tournament. Game of this thing was Belgium, Japan.
For me, Belgium, Japan.
No, for me it was the France and Argentina game. I think that game was just lit.
I just think that the intrigue, the way that they both bounced off each other, Belgium, Japan, it was like a tactical battle. It was like chess.
I fucking loved that game. I loved that. Apart from when Belgium broke the hearts.
Yeah.
And also...
I felt so sorry for them, man.
Yeah,
man was beating the floor. I was like, oh, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Taking me with you, man.
Don't do that. But final thing, so... Final word on Cristiano and Messi still not scoring a goal in World Cup.
Still the greatest players we've ever seen play. Yeah. You can't take that away from them.
No, not the greatest. Greatest of their generation.
Yeah,
greatest of their generation, hands down.
Yeah.
Greatest of all time,
but
we all know.
So you still put them as GOATs, greatest of all time?
Yeah, of course. You can't take away from them. Like what they've done on consistent basis for 10, 12, however many years, you can't take that away from them because of...
But still no goals on World Cup.
No, but you know what? The reason why I would, I'll stick up for Messi, everyone's going to be like,
Yeah.
I was having a conversation with my friend, and there's information I've obviously known myself. Messi doesn't have that love from the Argentinians. They feel like, remember he had the chance to play for Spain, they don't feel like he's fully an Argentinian. They'll always be Maradona. And I feel like if he had the love that Cristiano has from the Portuguese, I think you would have seen a Messi that may have done what his ability is capable of. I feel like there's a little part of him that's like, well, why do I really give a fuck when these people don't even like me? Do you know what I mean? So it's not an excuse, but I just feel a little bit like if he'd had that Alan Shearer, Big Ron, Cristiano, if he'd have had the love that those guys had, I think maybe we would have seen it. Because remember, he retired and he was nowhere near even... He was like, I don't care about this. I don't care about all this. They don't even like me. They don't even like me. And plus, what the fuck am I working with?
Hey, he's got some world-class
strikers, that's it. Everyone else. And Sampoli, just to finish.
Oh, no.
No, seriously. No, Dybala played like 20 minutes in this whole tournament.
Crazy.
That is fucking criminal.
I think Neymar's been on the floor longer than he played on the pitch.
Yeah, I think he has.
Easily. That's not even a joke. Easily. Of course he's
that in itself. And Higuain starting 2 games over Aguero. If Sampoli manages again, it has to be League 3.
No, basically, just to end this, have you just read the comments on Sampoli's Instagram?
Oh, is he getting abused?
Look, it's lit. Spanish, English, Russian, Portuguese, Mandarin, Cantonese.
He looked like Honey I Shrunk the Footballer. He is little, but like, you know what?
Skill is skill, man.
Sometimes you don't know these little motherfuckers come take the ball off you because you don't see them.
Yeah, for real.
Man, just hide him out.
You know what I mean? Like, you're looking up for the ball and it's like, man could call man on. No one saw him, fam.